for the right. We've won freedom's fight. Oh, one, strong and free. Africa is our own mother, fashioned with and blessed by God's good hand. Let us all have people join as one, brothers under the sun, all one, strong and free. One land and one nation is our cry. Dignity and peace needs Zambia's sky, like a noble eagle in its flight. Zambia, praise to thee, all one, strong and free. Praise be to God. Bless our great nation. Free men we stand under the flag of our land, Zambia. Praise to thee, all one, strong and free. We may be seated, guests of honor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to warmly welcome you all to this launch of the Forland motor vehicle brand. I'm your MC. My name is Franklin Tembo Jr. I'd like to start by thanking the Minister of Commerce for his presence and for accepting to be our guest tonight. Other ministers that might be present, senior government officials that might be present tonight, the Executive Director, Techmark Zambia, representative from Forland Motors, CEOs who might be present here this evening, members of the business community, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. My role is really simple. It is simply to drive the short program that we have this evening. And like has been stated, it is the vehicle is being launched this evening. I will straight away call upon one man who's been driving this dream of having this opportunity to finally come to fruition, of course, after working through all procedures to make sure that this becomes a reality. But perhaps before we go into that, many times we go for events like this, after we with your neighbor, in other words. I will now invite the Executive Director of Techmark Zambia, Mr. Gerald Makungu, to make his opening remarks and to share with us this particular evening. Mr. Makungu.
Good evening. I welcome Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, and everyone present and protocol observed. Techmark Zambia was registered 4 months ago, which was last year. It came in cooperation because there was a company which is Go Now Zambia Limited. So we created a company which is a in the first phase, which will be Techmark to produce the finished product of everything which will come from the assembling plant of Go Now. That is our mission. And we are going to centralize the vehicles to open the dealership, to appoint a dealership in strategic points in Zambia and in the SADC and Comesa region. Thank you very much.
He is a man of very few words. I'd like at this point in time to invite Mr. Paul. He is the representative from the Forland factory in China. Mr. Paul.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Paul. It's my great honor that I be invited to this lunch to witness together with everyone to our Forland Grand Truck. Ford Motor is the largest commercial vehicle manufacturer in China. Now our strategy is we have 2 brands to do the overseas market. One is Ford, the other is Forland. Forland in China is brand. Our market share has 30% in China, but in Zambia we are still very fresh. So on behalf of manufacturer, we hope to work together with everyone here, hand in hand, to create a brilliant future. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event that recognizes the fact that this is a working day, and therefore we could be recognizing that tomorrow is a working day, and we will not want to keep you very, very long indeed. We do have a little video that we'll be showing to you, but before that happens, it is with great pleasure that I ask Mr. Gerald Makungu to invite our guest of honor to come and make his speech. Mr. Makungu.
Honorable Minister, you're welcome to make the speech.
Good evening, everybody. Hello. I guess the goodies are not yet been run around, but they will be run around, and then we'll say something better. Mr. Gerard Makungu, representatives of Forland Motors Factory from China, Mr. Paul, CEO, and company representatives present here, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted and honored to be here at this important occasion as we launch the Forland double-row cargo truck in Zambia. This event supports my government's vision of making Zambia a prosperous middle-income country by 2030. To achieve this vision, Zambia is implementing the 7th National Development Plan, whose major objectives is to create a diversified and resilient economy. As you may be aware, it is the desire of His Excellency, Mr. Edgar Chagwa, which is anchored on private sector development. In that regard, our private sector development agenda is aimed at creating an open, transparent, stable, and predictable business environment. This is evidenced by a good number of policies government is implementing, which include the National Investment Promotion Strategy, National Local Content Strategy, National Trade Policy, and National Industrialization Policy, to mention a few. You will agree with me that growth and success in business is dependent upon the identification of appropriate beneficial partners, partnership and business linkages. These partnerships are significant in that they provide a platform for lending and sharing information and experiences. Therefore, there is need to support ventures being pursued by fellow Zambians in partnerships. Those are open to welcome anyone with ideas and solutions to the many challenges that face our country. Go Now Zambia has been striving to be part of the solution to the development of this country, and good enough engaged its sister company, Techmark Zambia Limited, to be the distributor of Forland trucks. This truck is an economically affordable utility vehicle which will be sold in the Comesa and SADC regions from Zambia. This can only be good news once implemented, but we are implementing. So it's there, it has dawned. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I wish to call upon the business community to support Techmark Zambia Limited through Go Now Zambia Limited by purchasing the Forland brand of vehicles. What we are launching tonight is a rated 3,000 kg or 3-ton load capacity truck whose engine type is the Euro 4JB1 engine. The Forland truck is affordable and will be sold not only in Zambia, but in the rest of the region. It is now my singular honor and pleasure to declare the launch and sale of the Forland trucks in Zambia by Techmark Zambia Limited, and you are welcome to start buying the Forland trucks. All what we don't know are the prices. You must tell us the prices so that we can start tickling our pockets. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you very much. So the Minister wants to know how much the truck will cost. Maybe I can invite Mr. Makungu to come and announce, if it's possible. You could come and tell us how much the trucks are, because when a minister asks a question, an answer must be given.
Today, maybe the price can go at 35,000 US dollars for that special price.
Approximately 370,000 questions, approximately $35,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, for now, I'm going to ask, we're going to show a short video of the Forland truck. I will humbly ask Honorable Minister to join us in front of the TV, and then from there, the Honorable Minister will walk to the truck and cut the ribbon, and we will end the program in that fashion. So for now, the Honorable Minister will just join us in front of the television so that a short video can be run to showcase the Forland truck. So I'll ask our VJ, or the TV video operator, to help us run the video.
Forland has advanced R&D, purchasing, manufacturing, and marketing resources. It is the brand with biggest sales at Photon. The total sales since it founded reached 4.51 million units and has ranked.
Thank you very much. Pictures, they say much louder than words. Honorable Minister, you are now invited to come and cut the ribbon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just come and witness the cutting of the ribbon. And who knows, the minister might want to test one of them. And I'll recommend the yellow one, Honorable Minister. So, Honorable Minister, would like you to come from, I think, go around the blue one, so that you face the light. That's what I've been advised. Mr. Makungu, you cut from the other side. Mr. Makungu, Paul, please. Please, let's not switch off the lights. Timing is important. So the minister coming to, I don't know whether he wants to chant something. This is Africa. Three, four, and wait. So Mr. Makungu will show the minister which track to go into just for feeling how the inside is. So 4JB1 engine, as good as, in fact, as they come. 4JB1 engines are the ones you find in vehicles like Isuzu and vehicles like that. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand to the minister. He has felt it, and I'm sure he likes it. We'll ask Mr. Chanda to give a vote of thanks from that position. Mr. Chanda?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you, everyone who came. My special thanks goes to the Honorable Minister and MP, Mr. Christopher Yaluma. Thank you very much for coming. We want to see in future to do business. So support as a minister, support the local partners. Another special thanks goes to my friend Paul, who has traveled all the way from China to come and give us support. Thank you very much. God bless.
And that marks the end of the evening. Honorable Minister, we thank you once again for gracing this occasion. May you go home safely. Thank you so much.
For Techmark, in collaboration with Go Now, I'd like to wish you the best of success. I think you won't go wrong. This is a very durable utility vehicle, which I think will find place seriously in Zambia, both across the disciplines. The mining can use this to all the agricultural, farming areas, farmers will use this, and other commercial. And not also forgetting just those who are products from the you know, from one place in town to another, contractors and all that. This will be very, very durable, very, very suitable for that. So I say, please, congratulations and best of luck. Mr. Makungo, best of luck. Mr. Chanda, best of luck. Thank you. I'll be the first one to come and buy one of these very soon.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you once again. And that's the end of our event. And the Minister says he might be one of the first people to buy this vehicle. Try and beat the Minister to that. Thank you. We have some snacks. Please feel free to be part of us. Let's have a little bit of drink. But thank you for coming tonight. You're free to stay. Good evening.